Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. How does this sound, boys and girls? Does this sound good? I'm using the other mic today to make sure that it sounds extra good for this momentous occasion. We are coming up on 30 minutes until the CES event starts. Just keeping the vibes going a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be doing this live. It's going to be fun. And hopefully it's not too loud here. There's like nobody here right now, but I don't know what the action is going to be like when they start streaming the event as well. So luckily I've got the largest noise gate I can on this microphone, and we are going to have a great time. And we will talk about everything real time at the same time. So we'll start, let's say, 15 minutes or so beforehand, just to take a look and give some thoughts going into this, and then maybe we'll do some what do you think it's going to cost stuff and all that sort of stuff. But I'll be back not too long from now. What's up, Viscaria? Welcome. Thanks for watching from some X. We're just waiting for the event to start here very soon. You can see that we're waiting for them to go live, 30 minutes and 54 seconds. But in the meantime, just check out the GeForce Land 50 vibe going on right now, and We'll start up here probably about 15 minutes, and we'll start our predictions and stuff like that. Which one IR Robey? Oh, which one is Robey? None. Robey is back by the wall watching all of your chats and all that sort of stuff. So I am not in the camera view right now. I'm too busy getting prepared for the ultimate live stream experience. Maybe not. Maybe I'm setting the experience too high. Maybe that's not what I'm really doing. But I just want to build it up for you guys. I want you to be excited for this probably very expensive thing that's about to drop. Okay, so question is, who's getting new 50 series cards as soon as they drop? Raise of hands. Okay, I turned that music off. I scared you. Can you guys hear it okay? There's a little bit of music there. It's about to start. You guys should hear me now. Yeah, we got the low light noise vibe. Yeah, it's all part of the... I would like to say it was part of the plan, but I brought the wrong camera, but it is what it is, right? But you get to hear my voice in the best possible way while I drink my Gatorade. Oh, much louder. Okay, let's turn it down. Really? Okay, let's turn this down. Okay, how's that? You say the music's much louder than me? You barely hear me? Oh, wow, okay. It's showing, like, really well. Let me do this. Okay, I'm going to try this and see if it gets better. Let's go to 80. Okay, turn it down a little bit. How's that? Is that better? Is that better or no? Did you notice any difference? So, I mean, I can't... That sounds good. I turned it up. I changed the noise gate. Okay, good. There we go. How's this sound? That sound good? Come across good? Was that better? So this webcam is the Elgato Facecam. It's not the Pro. I forgot the Pro. I mean, it's funny. I think the right thing to do is if I did something like this. If I opened... Watch this here. Now I have a light. How's that? Does that seem better? Do you get a light now? You have a little bit more light on me. Everybody would love a Robey ASMR channel. So this mic is the mic that I used yesterday for Trisha, but I got rid of the headset mic, so because you guys complained about it. I turned on Microsoft Paint, so I now have a light here to help light me better. I don't know how it looks because I can't look at it. So, guys, I just got to be honest. I expect this to really hit in the wallet. I'm predicting that these are going to be very expensive. I hope I'm wrong, but we'll find out. It's also going to be interesting to see how powerful they are. Obviously, everything that we want to have happen, we'll know a lot more when we actually have them in hand, and I'll be able to talk a little bit about that. Obviously, when it comes later, yes, we will have them. I'm sure we will get them. We've been talking to people about it, so yeah. Okay, so let me ask you guys this: how much, if it came in, if a 5090 cost, how much would you be like out of your mind exuberant? Like if a 5090 cost $1,600, would you be like, that is amazing? And a 5080 cost $1,000. Would you be happy? So $1,699. If a 5090 was $1,000 and a 5080 was $800, would that make you happy? Yeah. What if a 5090 was $590? know what I mean? What if they come out and surprise us like the B580, where it was like only $250? Don't play with me. Oh my gosh. Guys, this is honestly, it's really funny. I know, when you can get them for 60, yeah, you get a 60 series for less than that. I got to be honest, guys. I had the chance. Obviously, the keynote is literally right next door. So it's happening right next door. There's like 7,000 people in there. And I was like, I don't want to do it with those people. I want to do it live with you guys. Like, I want to see the reaction from the audience when they see how much this thing is. You know what I mean? Like, that's the magic right there. That's what we actually want. Yeah, there is a lot of people at that thing right now. Let me make sure my volume's all the way up here. Oh, I can turn mine up here. Yeah, it's too many people. I agree. I felt, Sub Hunter, I just feel like this was the better call. You are my people. You guys are the ones who go through me through thick and thin. The cool thing is I'm still here at the GeForce LAN, right? So I'm still technically streaming it from CES. And honestly, like, what, Jensen's going to be this big? I got to see him here at the GeForce LAN just the other day. So, yeah, I could find a seat. It was fine. Just so you guys know, final boss, Kevin Washaleski, who joined the Robeytech team, is actually in there right now. So he's watching it. So you have Robeytech people in there. Dude, I actually think it's going to be north of 2K. Ridiculous drifts. I want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong. I want it to be, I want it to be $1,600. Antonio Garcia, I like that. I like that thought process. I don't think everybody's gonna. I don't think everybody likes to see it from that perspective, but yeah. GT Beakerman says I'm skipping this gen. Kilt man. Okay, so let's. I don't know if Blondie can pop up a speculation. Like, you guys vote. 1,000, sub 1,000, between 1,000 and 1,500, between 1,500 and 2,000, between 2,000 and 2,500. Let's see what people think. Talon's Tech says 5090 will be $2,200. The GPU should be more than your entire desktop build. I don't know. So if it's 2,000 USD, that's like 65 million Canadian, right? Yeah, GPU prices have definitely gone up. But which month's rent, right? Like, is it San Francisco month's rent? Because that means GPU could be less than $5,000. PC guy says add 400 million% to US and you get Canadian. I literally cannot wait to just see the amount of rage that's going to happen in the chat when it happens. You guys are just going to be like, yeah! Dude, what if Jensen comes out and says it'll be free? Okay, Talent Text, now you're just being crazy. It's getting ready to start. It should be 2 minutes. Luke came. I haven't seen Linus yet, but I'm sure I will. I'm guessing. I know for sure we'll see Linus at some point in time. In fact, the video that's coming out tonight at 8:30 will have Luke in it. So that'll be on Instagram and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I know. I don't think the world is ready for 5090s, like SLI 5090s, because like you need your own nuclear power plant. Yeah, I know, Akrama. What if he's just like, guys, I want to do gamers a favor. And I feel like NVIDIA's made enough money, so we're going to sell 5090s for $799. And then literally AMD would just go, like AMD GPUs would just be gone. That won't happen. That won't happen, but you'd have to admit that would be pretty amazing. 6090 Ti, you'll have to connect directly to the sun. Do you have a studio, Kurosaki? I did not know this. Oh, I know. It's gonna, like, Demindred, you're not wrong. Like, we're gonna get, like, the thing is that, like, I kind of hope the GeForce stuff is really late in the video, because if not, like, if it's at the beginning, I'm gonna be like, I don't know if I want to stay on anymore. Okay, look at you, Joshua. Man, you, like, just spoiled the biggest secret of CES. I think you have to make affordable GPUs again for it to work, Shogun Fluffy. So that way MAGA works there. I'm guessing more than likely, this whole thing, NVIDIA is launching a cryptocurrency. What's up, BMOC? I know, PC guy. I know. We'll have to wait and see. Rumor is 5090 will be $1.8 million. Okay, Joshua left for soup. B-Mock. What's up, Woodward? Uh-oh. They're not, so they're showing it at the event, but they're not using a subscription one, so they have to, like, show ads. At least here you get the premium experience, guys. Check something real quick and then I'll go back to paint so I can get my light. Try and make this a little bit better here. Wait, put this back. There we go. You know what? Rumor is there's going to be something. There's supposed to be some new AI thing. Yeah, Town Tech, I'm at the LAN. I'm doing it. I said, you know what? Let's not bother with the. Let's not bother. Kevin's in there. He's watching it live from the event. I wanted to stream with you guys. Yeah, Sparklish guy. I think your prediction's a little low. I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be more expensive. I think it's gonna be more times than that. Actually, the thing is I heard Jensen's made of AI. Okay, guys, it is 6:34. No sign of a keynote yet. Actually, guys, Rarutu is the spoiler of the second thing. It's actually 1,500 Bitcoin for one 5090. 1,500 Bitcoin. Oh, 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 oh. Oh! It's going. It's going. Okay, here we go.
CES isn't just about what's next. It's about what's possible.
Did you guys hear
And when
that?
technology and humanity intersect, the answer is anything. That's because tech doesn't just solve challenges. It transforms them into opportunities. It helps us move smarter, live healthier, and experience the world in ways we never thought possible. We are not just here for a tech event.
Guys, we're not here
connect,
for a tech event.
To solve, to discover, together. Tech isn't just advancing, it's uniting. Bringing us closer to an autonomous future. Connecting us to better care.
Connecting us to
Making
babies.
life more connected, more dynamic, and more human. Today's challenges
Wait, how do we become
bold
more human?
solutions, and CES is where they start to take shape. Breakthroughs in sustainability. Advancements to help feed our growing world. This week isn't
I'll
just
turn it up a little
stage
bit.
for breakthroughs. It's the spark for discovery. Every screen, every
How's
pixel,
that? How's that?
every
How's
part
that?
of the tech you will see here showcases the extraordinary potential of human ingenuity meeting technological power. Now we begin this celebration of what connects us, has the power to solve our greatest
Little
challenges.
bit more loud, much
and
better.
offers
Perfect. Okay.
endless possibilities we're
Okay.
yet to discover.
Good here.
Right
Okay.
here, right now. The world is
Right here.
watching.
Right now.
So let's
Right here.
dive in.
Right now. Oh, that was brutal, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen,
That's not Jensen.
welcome to CES 2025.
That guy's not Jensen.
I'm Gary Shapiro, CEO and Vice Chairman of the Consumer Technology Association, the producer of CES, and I am so thrilled to kick off this show with a keynote by one of the most consequential companies in the world.
Consequential.
NVIDIA exemplifies the cutting-edge innovation we celebrate at CES. And founder and CEO Jensen Huang is a true visionary, demonstrating the power of ideas.
Do you guys think he's
technology,
gonna stream
and
from his kitchen?
conviction to drive innovation and reshape our industry and our society.
Guys, I want you guys to know he's
I
AI.
always like to say that if I'd listened a little bit more closely the last time Jensen spoke at a CTA event, I could have retired already. But over the past 3 decades, he has established NVIDIA as a force driving change across the globe in industries ranging from healthcare to automotive and entertainment.
Okay, I turned it up a little bit more.
Today, NVIDIA is pioneering breakthroughs in AI and accelerated computing that touch nearly every person and every business. Thanks to his leadership, NVIDIA's innovations enable advanced chatbots, robots, software-defined vehicles, huge virtual worlds, hyper-synchronized factory floors, and so much more.
This guy had to practice this speech a
Huang has
lot
been named the world's best CEO
because
by Fortune
he is
and
literally
The
had to use
Economist,
all the
as well
buzzwords.
as one of Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world. But you know, the fact is,
Guys,
like for
I was
all
one
us
of the
in
100
this
most
room,
influential
our
people, too.
success and his success was not preordained. Jensen started out working at a Denny's as a dishwasher and a busboy, so be nice to them in the future. And he said that the lessons he's learned there, the value of hard work, humility,
By the way,
and
guys, you
hospitality
can get a
are what
discount
helped
on
him
a
keep the
50/90
faith
if you
and persevere
eat at
through some
Denny's.
of NVIDIA's early challenges. In just a few minutes, we'll hear from NVIDIA founder and CEO Jensen Huang on his unwavering vision of the future and where we're headed next. Stay tuned and have a great CES.
Dude, why did they have to say that Jensen worked? Wow, look at all those people. Wow. I'm really glad I'm not there. That is just, I was going to get sick. Guys, 5090's announced. We're done. Wow, the Hulk. Getting a little spicy. Little do they know, as they sit down, it literally sucks monies from their wallets. What's up, Max Bunny? Welcome. Okay, back to this, guys. Back to looking at the NVIDIA logo. Skyward King, we got introduced to the video. And apparently Opusson is playing Call of Duty right now. I don't even know what that is, Max Bunny. Damari, they haven't announced anything. They just announced that there's going to be a keynote. That's all they've announced so far. Oh, dude, if they added a subscription to the 50 series, what would you guys do? Oh, Joshua Wood. Oh, Kurosaki. No, Jensen is not sitting next to me. How funny would it be if Jensen came in and said, Robey, would it be okay if I went and streamed now? Uh-oh! Stuff's happening. We're getting words. They're forward-looking statements. The present contains several sequences of quickly flashing lights. Guys, nobody get it. Nobody have a fit. Okay, man, we're back to this again. This is such a tease. Little do you know, this presentation's only 10 minutes. It's mostly 2 hours of just looking at the NVIDIA logo. They're literally compiling AI Jensen right now. I'll have to talk to Jacob. Maltrox will find out, right? I am YouTube. I'm on YouTube as well, yeah. Where are my YouTube people at? Let's make some noise because there's nothing else going on right now. Yeah, he's reading. Okay. I feel like it's about to start for real too. There's clapping. Okay, we're in space, guys.
This is how intelligence is made. A new kind of factory. Generator of tokens. The building blocks of AI. Tokens have opened a new frontier.
He's starting
the first step into an extraordinary world, where endless possibilities are born. Tokens transform words into knowledge and breathe life into images.
Oh, wow.
They turn ideas into videos and help us safely navigate any environment. Tokens teach robots to move like the masters. Inspire new ways to celebrate our victories.
A martini, please.
Something light up.
Thank you, Adam.
I think that robot said
and
Robeytech.
Give us peace of mind when we need it most.
Hi, Maroka.
Hi, Anna. It's good to see you again.
Hi Emma, we're gonna take your blood sample today, okay?
Don't worry, I'm gonna be here the whole time.
You're gonna feel better when a robot tells you it's
They
fine?
bring meaning to numbers to help us better understand the world around us. Predict the dangers that surround us.
They won't listen to their parents when they say it's gonna be fine, but if a robot says, hey, it'll be fine. Yeah, be afraid of robots that want your
And
blood.
find cures for the threats within us.
Thank you, Riddick.
Tokens can bring our visions to life.
Dude, your brain is not inside of your body. Hey, they were showing. Somebody actually bought the Vision Pros, guys. That's proof right there. One guy
And
bought it.
restore what we've lost.
Zachary, I got my voice back, buddy.
Oh, that's awesome. Sorry, that's cute.
They help
Heartstrings.
us move forward,
Whoa.
one small step at a time. And one giant leap. Together.
Okay, this is Tug at the Heartstrings intro here, guys. This is the NVIDIA 5090. Free.
And here is where it all begins.
Why does it begin there? Is that NVIDIA's headquarters? I don't know. I've never been there.
Welcome to the stage, NVIDIA founder and CEO,
I thought it was in his
Wang.
kitchen. What is that jacket? That is not okay. Guys.
Welcome to CES.
Okay, that is. What is that? No.
Are you excited
That is
to
not
be in
the.
Las Vegas?
No. No.
Do you like my
God.
jacket?
No. No.
I thought I'd go the other way from Gary Shapiro.
Okay, no.
I'm in Las Vegas
No.
after all.
No,
If this-
please.
If this doesn't work out, if all of you object, well, just get used to it. I really think you have to let this sink in.
No, I don't. I don't like
In
it.
another hour or so, you're going to feel good about it.
No, I'm not.
Well, welcome to NVIDIA. In fact, you're inside NVIDIA's digital twin. And we're going to take you
What
to
is
NVIDIA.
what is happening?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NVIDIA.
I don't know what's happening.
You're inside our digital twin. Everything here is generated by AI. It has been an extraordinary journey, extraordinary year, and it started in 1993.
Did it crash? Oh.
With NV1, we wanted to build computers that can do things that normal computers couldn't.
Okay.
And
Was that Battle
NV1
Arena Toshiden?
made it possible to have
Oh,
a
no,
game
that was Virtua
console
Fighter.
in your PC. Our programming architecture was called UDA, missing the letter C until a little while later, but UDA, Unified Device Architecture. And the first developer for UDA
What's
and
Sega?
the first application that ever worked on UDA was Sega's Virtua Fighter.
Sega.
6 years later, we invented, in 1999, the programmable GPU. And
I'll
it
try
started
to make it muted, but they're
20
playing it
years-
back there too.
20 plus years of incredible advance in this incredible processor called the GPU. It made modern computer graphics possible.
Oh, you're talking about him
And
playing
now,
it. Can you
30
guys
years
hear the
later-
second voice?
Sega's Virtua Fighter is completely cinematic. This is the new Virtua Fighter project that's coming. I
Wait,
just
that makes me
can't wait.
feel better.
Absolutely incredible. 6 years after that, 6 years after 1999, we invented CUDA so that we could explain or express the programmability of our GPUs to a rich set of algorithms that could benefit from it. CUDA initially was difficult to explain, and it took years, in fact. It took approximately 6 years. Somehow, 6 years later, 6 years later or so, 2012, Alex Karshevsky, Ilya Sutskever, and Jeff Hinton discovered
I don't like
CUDA,
that jacket, guys. I just want to say it again.
To process AlexNet, and the rest of it is history. AI has been advancing at an incredible pace since. Started with perception AI. We now can understand images and words and sounds. To generative AI, we can generate images and text and sounds. And now, agentic AI. AIs that can perceive, reason, plan, and act. And then the next phase, some of which we'll talk about tonight, physical AI.
Oh, guys, I don't know if I'm ready for physical AI.
Magically, 2018, something happened that was
I know
pretty
the
incredible.
jacket's going to be more important than the keynote.
Google's
I'm tweeting that real quick.
Transformer was released as BERT, and the world of AI really took off. Transformers, as you know, completely changed the landscape for artificial intelligence. In fact, it completely changed the landscape for computing altogether. We recognized properly that AI was not just a new application with a new business opportunity, but AI, more importantly, machine learning enabled by transformers, was going to fundamentally change how computing works. And today, computing is revolutionized in every single layer, from hand coding, instructions that run on CPUs to create software tools that humans use. We now have machine learning that creates and optimizes neural networks that processes on GPUs and creates artificial intelligence. Every single layer of the technology stack has been completely changed. An
Maybe it is
incredible
bulletproof, guys.
transformation in just 12 years. Well, we can now understand information of just about any modality. Surely you've seen text and images and sounds and things like that. But not only can we understand those, we can understand amino acids, we can understand physics. We understand them, we can translate them, and generate them. The applications are just completely endless. In fact, almost any AI application that you see out there, what modality is the input that it learned from? What modality of information did it translate to? And what modality of information is it generating? If you ask these three fundamental questions, just about every single application
I can't pay attention because there's so much light coming off of his jacket.
And so when you see application after
What
application,
kind of skin is that?
AI-driven, AI native.
He
at
said
the core
AI
of it,
6
this
times just now.
fundamental concept is there. Machine learning has changed how every application is going to be built, how computing will be done, and the possibilities beyond. Well, GPUs, GeForce, in a lot of ways, all of this with AI
Black
is
Sea
the
crocodile?
house that GeForce built. GeForce enabled
Gamer skin?
AI
Oh, man, that's
to reach the
Brad.
masses. And now, AI is coming home to
Cassidy,
GeForce.
you won't survive if you do
There are
that.
so many things that you can't do without AI. Let me show you some of it now.
Okay, I love pretty graphics, guys. Rise, Son of Rome 2. Look, it says DLSS 4, guys. It says DLSS 4. Whoa. DLSS CNN. DLSS Transformer. Whoa.
That
The music was cool.
Real-time computer graphics.
That was real time, guys.
No computer graphics
I'm RTX
researcher,
Robeytech.
no computer scientist would have told you that it is possible for us to ray trace every single pixel at this point. Ray tracing is a simulation of light. The amount of geometry that you saw was absolutely insane. It would have been impossible without artificial intelligence. There are two fundamental things that we did.
The music was good.
We used, of
Skyward
course, programmable shading and ray traced acceleration to produce incredibly beautiful pixels. But then we have artificial intelligence be conditioned.
Araxnis, all of it. So it's
pixel
using AI to basically
generate
generate large
a whole bunch
amounts of
other
data that
Not only is it
uses
able to
less RAM.
generate
There was a
other
ton of it that was AI there.
spatially, because it's aware of what the colors should be. It has been trained on a supercomputer back in NVIDIA, and so the neural network that's running on the GPU can infer and predict the pixels that we did not render. Not only can we do that, it's called Dlss. The latest generation of Dlss also generates beyond frames. It can
Phil
predict
G,
the
you'll be
future,
drunk in like 2 minutes.
generating 3 additional frames for every frame that we calculate. What you saw, if we just said 4 frames of what you saw, because we're going to render 1 frame and generate 3. If I said 4 frames at full HD, 4K, that's 33 million pixels or so. Out of that 33 million pixels, we computed only 2. It is an absolute miracle that we can computationally using programmable shaders, our ray tracing engine, to compute 2 million pixels and have AI predict all of the other 33. And as a result, we're able to render at incredibly high performance because
I don't know,
AI
Sub
does
Hunter.
a
We have
lot
to go
less
find all that
computation.
stuff out. And I
It
think we
takes,
find out on
of course,
Wednesday.
an enormous amount of training to produce that, but once you train it, the generation.
I know, Sam.
extremely
I know.
efficient.
I know. We
this is one of
already
the
texted him.
incredible capabilities
I don't know
of
why he's wearing that
artificial
jacket,
intelligence,
but
and
he
that's
blocked
why
me.
There's so many amazing things that are happening. We used GeForce to enable artificial intelligence, and now artificial intelligence is revolutionizing GeForce. Everyone, today we're announcing our next generation, the RTX Blackwell family. Let's take a look.
Oh! Okay. Okay, here it goes. Oh, it's smooth on the sides. There's some dude in the way. Okay, so we can see. Oh. Well, that's a really small PCB. Lot of musical sounds there. What is this? 1.8 terabytes, ultra-fast G7. Not how much it is. 4,000 AI tops. Wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. So it's a little bit different. Transformers, more than
Here it
meets
is.
the eye. Oh, there it
Our
is.
brand new GeForce RTX 50 series Blackwell architecture.
I can't see what number.
The GPU is just a beast. 92 billion transistors, 4,000 tops.
So I see
4
one HDMI
petaflops
3
of AI.
Display
3
port.
times higher than the last generation Ada.
It
And
looks
we need
thin.
all of it to generate those
Doesn't
pixels
it look
that I showed
thin?
you. 380
No, it
ray
looks thinner.
tracing teraflops, so that we could, for the pixels that we have to compute the most beautiful image you possibly can. And of course, 125 shader teraflops. There's actually a concurrent shader teraflops as well as an integer unit.
Yeah,
of equal
it looks
performance.
thinner.
So 2 dual shaders. One is for floating point, one is for integer.
I couldn't see the
G7
I
memory
couldn't see the number,
from
DJ
Micron,
Techno.
1.8 terabytes per second, twice the performance of our last generation. And we now have the ability
Guys,
to
it's on
intermix
Atkins.
AI workloads with computer graphics workloads. And one of the amazing things about this generation is the programmable shader.
I can't read what that
Is
says.
also able to now process neural networks. So the shader is able to carry these neural networks, and as a result, we invented neural texture compression and neural material
I think none of those
shading.
words are real,
As a
guys.
result of that, you get these amazingly beautiful images.
Look at how
that are only
small that
possible
PCB is, though.
Because we use AIs to learn the texture, learn the compression algorithm.
Okay, Sergeant Nobody
get
says it is a
extraordinary
5090, guys.
Okay,
That is
so
a
this
5090. That is so
brand
thin.
new RTX Blackwell 5090.
That is 2 slot. Guys, that is 2 slot.
Even the mechanical design is a miracle. Look at this. It's got 2 fans. This whole graphics card is
Guys,
just one
that'll
giant
fit in a
fan.
small form factor. That'll
You know,
fit
so
in
the
like a
question is, where's
tiki.
the graphics card? Is literally this big. The voltage regulated design is state of the art. Incredible design.
Okay, how much does it
Engineering team
cost?
did a great
I
job.
mean, they did it. I mean, dude,
here it
obviously
is.
some crazy
Thank you.
engineering. That lady is the luckiest lady
Okay,
ever.
so
She got to
those are
touch the
speeds and
GPU.
feeds, so how does it compare?
Oh, here we go.
Well-
Real numbers.
This is RTX 4090. I know, many of you have one.
$15.99.
I know it. Look, it's $1,599. It is one of the best investments you could possibly make. For $15.99, you bring it home to your $10,000 PC entertainment command center. Isn't that right?
Dude,
Don't tell
what if
me
it's
that's not true.
$1,000?
Don't be ashamed. It's liquid cooled. Fancy lights all over it. You lock it when you leave. It's the modern home theater. It makes perfect sense. And now for $1,500 and $15.99, you get to upgrade that and turbocharge the living daylights.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Well,
$15.99,
now,
guys.
with
It's
Blackwell
$1,600
family,
bucks.
RTX 5070.
It's
4090 performance.
whoa.
At $549.
Okay, so the 57. Whoa. Okay.
Impossible without artificial intelligence. Impossible without the 4 teraops of
$549,
AI
guys,
tensor cores.
for a 5070.
Impossible without the G7 memories. Okay, so 5070, 4090 performance, $549, and here's the whole family. Starting from 5070 all the way up to 5090. 5090
Oh,
twice
it's
the performance of
2,000.
a
Okay,
4090.
5080 is $1,000 bucks. $1,000 for the 5080.
Starting,
Okay, so
course,
that
they're
is
producing
awesome.
At very large scale,
Guys,
availability
that
starting in
is
January.
so okay.
Well,
so not too
it is
terrible.
incredible, but we managed to put
That's
these
not bad.
in gigantic performance.
And honestly, not everybody
GPUs
needs a 50.
into a
Let's not.
laptop.
And everybody needs a
This is a
5090.
5070 laptop for
$12.99.
This 5070 laptop has a 4090 performance. I think there's one here somewhere. Let me show you this. This is a, look at this thing. Here. There's only so many pockets.
I wonder what NVIDIA thinks when you
Ladies
say a
and gentlemen,
4070
Janine
is a 5070 is 549. That is actually crazy.
So can you imagine?
Oh my gosh!
You got
Look at how
this
small it
incredible
is.
graphics card here, Blackwell. We're going to shrink it and put it in there. Does that make any sense? Well, you can't do that without artificial intelligence, and the reason for that is because we're generating most of the pixels using our tensor cores. So we ray trace only the pixels we need, and we generate using artificial intelligence all of the other pixels we have. As a result, the energy efficiency is just off the charts. The future of computer graphics is
Dude,
neural
can you
rendering,
believe it? It feels like the
fusion
leaks
of
were
artificial
wrong.
Intelligence and computer graphics. And what's really amazing
But the jacket is really terrible.
is, oh, here we go. Thank you. This is a surprisingly kinetic keynote.
Kinetic.
And what's really amazing is the family of GPUs we're going to put in here. And so the 5090,
Okay, so
will fit into a laptop, a
$28.90.
thin laptop. That last laptop was 14.9 millimeters. You got a 5080, 5070 Ti, and 5070. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the RTX Blackwell family.
Okay, that was better. Okay, so far, 5090, 2,000 bucks, which that's a lot.
Well, GeForce brought AI to the world, democratized AI. Now AI has come back and revolutionized GeForce. Let's talk about artificial intelligence. Let's go to somewhere else at NVIDIA.
Did it say March? Yeah, the other ones will be more expensive,
This is
obviously.
literally our office. This is literally NVIDIA's headquarters. Okay, so let's talk about AI. The industry
That's for the laptops. Yeah, those are
is
going to be later.
chasing and racing to scale artificial intelligence. And the scaling law
Still, a 5090 is a
powerful
2-slot
model. It's an
card, guys.
empirical law
I don't know, GT
that has
Beakerman.
been observed and demonstrated by researchers and industry over several generations. And the scaling law says that the more data you have, the training data that you have, the larger model that you have, and the more compute that you apply to it, therefore, the more effective or
The
the more
5080
capable
Skyward
your
King is
model will
$999.
become. And so the scaling law continues. What's really amazing is that now we're moving.
Yeah, that was less than I
towards-
expected.
Of course,
I thought it was going to be
is
12 or
producing about
13.
Twice the amount of data every single year as it did last year. I think in the next couple of years, humanity will produce more data than all of humanity has ever produced since the beginning. And so we're still producing a gigantic amount of data, and it's becoming multimodal. Video and images and sound, all of that data could be used to train the fundamental knowledge, the foundational knowledge of an AI. But there are, in fact, two other scaling laws that has now emerged. And it's somewhat intuitive. The second scaling law is post-training scaling law. Post-training scaling law uses techniques like reinforcement learning, human feedback. Basically, the AI produces and generates answers.
Yeah, 5070
based
is
on a human query.
$549.
The human
5070
then,
is
of course, gives the
$549.
feedback.
5080 is
It's much more
$999.
complicated than that, but that reinforcement learning system, with
$549
a fair
for
number of
5070
very
is a really
high-quality
good price.
prompts, causes the AI to refine its skills. It could fine-tune its skills for particular domains. It could be better at solving math problems, better at reasoning.
Because that's
so on and
essentially
so
a
forth.
4080.
And so it's
Like you think about it, it'll be a
essentially
4080 for
having a
549 bucks.
mentor or having a coach give you feedback after you're done going to school. And so you get tests, you get feedback, you improve yourself. We also have reinforcement learning AI feedback, and we have synthetic data generation. These techniques are rather akin to, if you will, self-practice. You know the answer to a particular
Dude, you know what?
problem,
He's not using a
and,
teleprompter.
you continue to try it until you get it right. And so an AI could be
Yeah,
presented
so, that's
with
right.
a
It's
very
right. 4090
complicated and
performance
difficult
from a
problem
5070.
that is verifiable functionally. And it has an answer that we understand, maybe proving a theorem, maybe solving a geometry problem. And so these problems would
It's
cause
in the
the
glasses.
AI to produce answers, and using reinforcement learning, it would learn how to improve itself. That's called post-training. Post-training requires an enormous
And
amount
it's
of
only
computation,
one 16
but
pin,
the end
too.
result produces incredible models. We now have a third scaling law. And this
Yeah, it's going to
third
be,
scaling
I have a
law
feeling it's going to be
has
hard to
do
get
with,
one at launch.
What's called test time scaling. Test time scaling.
Kurosaki,
is
most of them are
basically
sold out
when you're
already.
being used. When you're using the AI has the ability to now apply
Rarutu,
a
we haven't
different
seen it yet.
resource allocation. Instead of improving its parameters, now it's focused on deciding how much computation to use to produce the answers it wants to produce. Reasoning is a way of thinking about this. Long thinking is a way to think about this. Instead of a direct inference or
Cass said the
one-shot
4070s
answer,
are mostly
you
sold
might
out.
reason
They've
about
stopped
it.
making
You
them.
might break down the problem into multiple steps. You might generate multiple ideas and evaluate. Your AI system would evaluate which one of the ideas that you generated was the best one. Maybe it solves the problem step by step, so on and so forth. And so now test time scaling has proven to be incredibly effective.
Actually, I haven't been paying attention to
You're
him for the
watching
last 10 minutes.
This sequence of technology.
Just realized
all of
I've
these
just
scaling
been
laws
reading your guys'. I haven't been
emerge
listening
as
to
we
what he's
see
saying. I'm like,
incredible achievements from ChatGPT to 01 to 03. and now Gemini Pro, all of these systems are going through this journey step by step by step.
Yeah, I'm just like waiting for him to talk more about GPUs and then tuning him out, and I feel bad. He worked really hard on this, guys.
The amount of computation that we need, of course, is incredible. And we would like, in fact, that society has the ability to scale the amount of computation to produce more and more novel and better intelligence. Intelligence, of course, is the most valuable asset that we have.
Araxis, I feel like then, because maybe they pay attention because people didn't want to get angry and tune out.
So, scaling law. It's driving enormous demand for NVIDIA computing. It's driving an enormous demand for this incredible chip we call Blackwell. Let's take a look at Blackwell.
Okay, let's see.
Well, Blackwell is in full production.
Okay, well that's
incredible what it looks like. So first of all,
that's an ASRock rack.
Every single cloud service provider now have systems up and running. We have systems here from about 15 computer makers. It's being made about 200 different SKUs, 200 different configurations. They're liquid-cooled, air-cooled, x86, NVIDIA Grace CPU versions, NVLink 36 by 2, NVLink 72 by 1, whole bunch of different types of systems.
He's using a lot of words,
so that
guys.
we can accommodate just about every single data center in the world. Well, these systems are being currently manufactured in some 45 factories. It tells you how pervasive artificial intelligence is and how much the industry is jumping onto artificial intelligence in this new computing model. Well, the reason why we're driving it so hard
we don't
is
know,
because
Alexi.
we need a lot more computation. And it's very clear that
nobody's paying attention. What is he looking at? Is he okay? Oh.
You know,
something just came out of the floor.
It's hard to tell. You don't ever want to reach your hands into a dark place.
What is happening?
Hang on a second. Is this a good idea?
What is he doing?
All right.
Whoa, is that a wafer? Wait, is he Captain America? I knew it. See? Okay, can he make his jacket disappear?
Wait for it. Wait for it.
Oh, the hammer. Oh. Somebody should have brought it to him.
I was worthy.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Jensen.
Apparently,
pretty
Yonir didn't think I was worthy. All right. This is my show and tell. This is a show and tell. So, this NVLink system, this right here, this NVLink system, this is GB200 NVLink 72. It is 1.5 tons, 600,000 parts, approximately equal to 20 cars, 120 kilowatts.
Wow.
It has a spine behind it that connects all of these GPU together, 2 miles of copper cable, 5,000 cables.
And iCable managed it all, guys. iCable managed it all.
We build them, we liquid cool them, we test them, we disassemble them, ship them in parts to the data centers because it's 1.5 tons. We reassemble it outside the data centers and install them. The manufacturing is insane. But the goal of all of this,
and I did it all with 34 zip ties.
So hard that this level of computation, Blackwell over our last generation, improves the performance per watt by a factor of 4. Performance per watt by a factor of 4, performance per dollar by a factor of 3. That basically says that in one generation, we reduce the cost of training these models by a factor of 3. Or if you want to increase the size of your model by a factor of 3, it's about the same cost. But the important thing is this. These are generating tokens that are being used by all of us.
They were gold, of course. Landsworth, gold.
Gemini, use our phones in the future. Just about all of these applications are going to be consuming these AI tokens. And these AI tokens are being generated by these systems. And every single data center is limited by power. And so if the perf per watt of Blackwell is 4 times our last generation, then the revenue that could be generated, the amount of business that can be generated in the data center is increased by a factor of 4. And so these AI factory systems really are factories today. Now the goal of all of this is so that we can create one giant chip. The amount of computation we need is really quite incredible.
One giant chip.
This is basically one giant chip.
That's a giant
chip. If we would have to build a chip,
not a crisp, a chip.
Sorry, guys. You see that? That's cool. Look at that. Disco lights in here.
He is really having fun with this.
If we had to build this as one chip, obviously this would be the size of the wafer, but this doesn't include the impact of yield. It would have to be probably 3 or 4 times this size. But what we basically have here is 72 Blackwell GPUs or 144 dies. This one chip here is 1.4 exaflops. The world's largest supercomputer, fastest supercomputer, only recently, this entire room's supercomputer only recently achieved an exaflop plus. This is 1.4 exaflops of AI floating point performance. It has 14 terabytes of memory, but here's the amazing thing. The memory
You guys heard it here. 5080 has 14 terabytes of memory.
That's basically the entire internet traffic that's happening right now.
Confirmed 14 terabytes of memory.
The entire world's internet traffic is being processed.
So the 4070 probably has 12 terabytes of RAM.
130 trillion transistors in total. 2,000.
I don't think any of these numbers are real.
CPU cores. Whole bunch of networking.
Nobody's like, let's fact check this, guys. Somebody start counting those cores. Make sure there are enough on there.
These are our ConnectX networking chips. These are the NVLink, and we're trying to pretend about the NVLink spine, but that's not possible. Okay.
That's so
and
bright.
These are all of the HBM memories. 14 terabytes of HBM memory. This is what we're trying to do, and this is the miracle. This is the miracle of the Blackwell system. The Blackwell dies right here. It is the largest single chip the world's ever made. But yet, the miracle is really, in addition to that, this is the Grace Blackwell system. Well, the goal of all of this,
slow
of course,
smokes, no.
is so that we
The answer's no.
Thank you. Thanks.
If you want me to really translate it, just the short of it is that they made some really, really powerful chips, and he's just showing, he's talking about like, and how much is basically on a die and how powerful it is. That's really what it's saying. He's just basically very proud of what their company was able to engineer.
Can I have a Michelob Ultra?
What? Now he's drinking on stage? What is even, oh my gosh. Oh no, he's having an Evian. Okay, I feel better. Yeah, he's flexing.
How is it possible that we're in the Michelob Ultra Stadium?
He's like, dude.
It's like coming to NVIDIA and we don't have a GPU for you.
What is he, is he okay? He'd tell us if he had a stroke, right?
So we need an enormous amount of computation because we want to train larger and larger models, and these inferences used to be one inference, but in the future, the AI is going to be talking to itself. It's going to be thinking. It's going to be internally reflecting.
And this is how Skynet started.
So today, when the tokens are being generated at you, so long as it's coming out at 20 or 30 tokens per second, it's basically as fast as anybody can read. However, in the future, and right now with GPT-01, you know, with the new Gemini Pro and the new the 01, 03 models, they're talking to themselves, reflecting, they're thinking. And so, as you can imagine, the rate at which the tokens could be ingested is incredibly high. And so we need the token rates, the token generation rates, to go way up. And we also have to drive the cost way down simultaneously so that the quality of service can be extraordinary, the cost to customers can continue to be low, and AI will continue to scale.
Did you hear that? He said the cost to customers could continue to be low.
Created NVLink. Well,
he said that.
One of the
quote
most
him.
important things that's happening in the world
Whoa,
of
we got
enterprise
Jensen
is
Avatar
agentic
here.
AI. Agentic AI basically is a perfect example of test time scaling. AI is a system of models. Some of it is understanding, interacting with the customer, interacting with the user. Some of it's maybe retrieving information from storage, a semantic AI system like a RAG. Maybe it's going on to the internet, Maybe it's studying a PDF file, and so it might
He
be
does,
using tools, it might be
Kurosaki.
using a calculator, and it might be using a generative AI to generate charts and such. And it's taking the problem you gave it, breaking it down step by step, and it's iterating through all these different models. Well, in order to respond to a customer in the future, in order for AI to respond, it used to be ask a question, answer starts spewing out. In the future, you ask a question, a whole bunch of models are going to be working in the background. And so test time scaling, the amount of computation used for
Okay, guys, I think we're in the. I think we're going to be in the Death Valley part of this
It's going to go
presentation.
through the roof because we want better and better answers. Well, to help the industry build agentic AI, our
Tyler,
go-to-market
he's
is
talking.
not
He's
direct
talking
to
about
enterprise
in their
customers. Our go-to-market is
in their
is we work
big
with software developers in the
AI
IT ecosystem
rack
to
systems,
integrate our
not really on the
technology
GPU.
to make possible new capabilities, just like we did with CUDA libraries. We
still have
want
an
to do
hour
that
left, Ghost
with
Poner,
AI
and
libraries. And just as the computing model of the past has APIs that are doing computer graphics or doing linear algebra or doing fluid dynamics, in the future, on top of those acceleration libraries,
there's a lot of different agents.
CUDA acceleration libraries, we'll have AI libraries. We've created 3 things for helping the ecosystem build
Did he
agentic
really
AI.
bail?
NVIDIA NIMs, which are essentially AI microservices all packaged up. It takes all of this really complicated CUDA software, CUDA DNN.
I think it's supposed to end at
Cutlass,
8:30. Legend, yeah.
TensorRT-LM or Triton, or all of these different really complicated
Bitwit
software,
actually stop
and
streaming?
The model itself, we package it up, we optimize it.
Are you
Put
serious?
it into a container, and you could take it
There's
wherever
still
you
more.
like. And so we have models for vision, for understanding languages, for speech, for animation, for digital biology, and we have some new.
And we have an
new
AI
exciting
for
models
his
coming
jacket.
Physical AI, and these AI models run in every single cloud because NVIDIA's GPUs are now available in every single cloud. It's available in every single OEM. So you could literally take these models.
I think
integrate it
the
into your
reason they're
software
spreading it out
packages, create AI agents
is so
that
people
run
watch
on
this whole thing. They
Cadence,
want to
or
know
they
like
might be
how it
self-
performs.
ServiceNow agents, or they might be SAP agents, and they could deploy it to their customers and run it wherever the customers want to run the software. The next layer is what we call NVIDIA NeMo. NeMo is essentially a digital
I like little
employee
Nemo.
onboarding and training evaluation.
Can somebody find Nemo?
In the future, these AI agents are essentially digital workforce that are working alongside your employees, doing things for you on your behalf. And so the way that
R34 Sumo, I'm not
bring
sure how
these
that's going to work.
specialized
You're going to come
agents
back and it's
into
going to be
your-
like, wait.
special agents into your company is to onboard them, just like you onboard an employee. And so we have different libraries that helps these AI agents be trained for the type of language in your company. Maybe the vocabulary is unique to your company. The business process is different. The way you work is different. So you would give them examples of what the work product should look like. And they would try to generate it, and you would give a feedback. And then you would evaluate them, so on and so forth. And so that, and you would guardrail them. You say, these are the things that you're not allowed to do. These are the things
It really
you're not
says
allowed
6:30 to
say.
7:30. There's no way.
And we even give them
He's
access
just
to
getting
certain
going,
information.
guys.
Okay, so
He's
that
on his
entire
AI. He's on an
pipeline,
AI like
digital
tear right
employee
now.
Pipeline is called NeMo. In a lot of ways, the IT department of every company is going to be the HR department of AI agents in the future. Today, they manage and maintain a bunch of software from the IT industry. In the future, they'll maintain, nurture, onboard, and improve a whole bunch of digital agents.
Just like that
and
little
provision them
baby,
to the
that little
company
girl
to use.
who's getting nurtured
Okay,
by
and
the
so
robot who wants to take her blood.
Your IT department is going to become kind of like AI agent HR. And on top of that, we provide a whole bunch of blueprints that our ecosystem could take advantage of. All of this is completely open source, and so you could take it and modify the blueprints. We have blueprints for all kinds of different types of agents. Well, today we're also announcing that we're doing something that's really cool. And
They
I think
haven't
really
said
clever.
anything with dates or anything
We're
yet.
announcing a whole family of models that are based off of Llama, the NVIDIA Llama Nemotron language foundation models.
I love
Llama
llamas.
3.1 is a complete phenomenon. The download of
Who
Llama
wants an
3.1
NVIDIA
from
Llama,
Meta,
guys?
650,000 times, something like that. It has been derived and turned into other models.
Let's see llamas in chat,
About
guys.
60,000 other different models. It is singularly the reason why just about every single enterprise and every single industry has been activated.
Oh man, now we have a llama alpaca fight going off in
chat.
chat.
The thing that we did was we realized that the llama models really could be better fine-tuned for enterprise use.
Llama pot pie.
So we fine-tune them using our expertise and our capabilities, and we turn them into the Llama Nemotron suite of open models. There are small ones that interact in very, very fast response time, extremely small. They're what we call super Llama Nemotron supers. They're basically your mainstream versions of your models. Or your ultra model.
They've shown no game performance. No, they haven't. So I have a feeling there's a whole nother part of this presentation.
A whole bunch of other models. It could be a reward model, evaluator, a judge for other models to create answers and decide whether it's a good answer or not. Basically give feedback to other models. It could be distilled in a lot of different ways. Basically,
there's got to be more. There's got to be gaming performance stuff.
Model, very large, very capable, and so all of this is now available online. Well, these models are incredible. It's number one in leaderboards for chat, leaderboard for instruction, leaderboard for retrieval. So the different types of functionalities necessary that are used in AI agents around the world, these are going to be incredible models for you.
Because I know, based on some stuff I've been told, that there is some other stuff that they have to talk about. So I have a feeling after this, he'll get into game stuff. There's more, guys. Just
we have great partners and really great work being done at ServiceNow.
Try to
SAP,
go to your happy
Siemens,
place, like me.
AI.
Just go there.
Cadence is doing great
Let
work.
Jensen's voice lull you.
I'm really proud of the work
as
that
you
we do
wait
with
for more
Perplexity.
information.
As you know, they revolutionized search.
You know.
Yeah, really fantastic.
And then
stuff.
eventually you'll come out of that tunnel.
Every software
like being
engineer
born
in the world. This is going to be the
into
next
a new world of more information.
Giant AI application. Next giant AI service. Period.
Grab some snacks.
Software coding. 30 million software engineers around the world. Everybody is going to have a software assistant helping them code. If not, obviously you're going to be way less productive and create lesser good code. And so this is 30 million.
Thank you.
There's
Arax is
a
good.
billion knowledge workers in the world. It is very, very clear AI agents is probably the next robotics industry and likely to be a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity. Well, let me show you some of the blueprints that we've created and some of the work that we've done with our partners with these AI agents.
AI agents are the new digital workforce, working for and with us. AI agents are a system of models that reason about a mission, break it down into tasks, and retrieve data or use tools to generate a quality response.
Yeah, he's a really good
AI
speaker.
Building blocks, NIM pre-trained models, and NEMO framework.
Yeah, version 2, this is just welcome to Keynotes.
And deploy them anywhere.
But there's definitely more for this.
Agentic workforces on our company's methods, like we do for employees. AI agents are domain-specific task experts. Let me show you 4 examples. For the billions of knowledge workers and students,
half of one.
AI research assistant agents ingest complex documents like lectures, journals, financial results, and generate interactive podcasts for easy learning.
By combining a UNet regression model with a diffusion model, CoreDiff can downscale global weather forecasts down from 25 kilometers to 2 kilometers.
Developers, like at NVIDIA, manage software security AI agents that continuously scan software for vulnerabilities, alerting developers to what action is needed. Virtual Lab AI agents help researchers design and screen billions of compounds to find promising drug candidates faster than ever. And Video Analytics AI agents, built on an NVIDIA Metropolis blueprint, including NVIDIA Cosmos Nemotron vision language models, Llama Nemotron LLMs, and NEMO Retriever. Metropolis agents analyze content from the billions of cameras generating 100,000 petabytes of video per day. They enable interactive search, summarization, and automated reporting, and help monitor traffic flows, flagging congestion or danger. In industrial facilities, they monitor processes and generate recommendations or improvement. Metropolis agents centralize data from hundreds of cameras and can reroute workers or robots when incidents occur. The
So
age
the
of agentic
5070
AI
has
is here.
16 gigs. The
For every
5070
organization.
has 12 gigs. So it's up on NVIDIA's website.
Okay.
Can we here? I'll put the link here so if you guys can see everything here.
That was the first pitch at a baseball game. That was not generated. I just felt that none of you were impressed. Okay, so AI was created in the cloud and for the cloud.
The performance stuff
Yeah,
is
it's
super
created in the cloud
unclear.
for the cloud. And for
But dude, there's stuff that they're
enjoying
showing
AI
on their website for
phones,
the
of course, it's perfect.
for the
very, very
for
soon, we're gonna
DLSS
have a
it's like 28
continuous
frames
AI
per second,
that's gonna be with you,
242. So
and when
it's
you
like
use those meta glasses,
I hope they talk a
you
little
could,
bit
of
more
course,
about it.
Point at something, look at something, and ask it, whatever information you want. And so AI is perfect in the cloud. It was created in the cloud. It's perfect in the cloud. However, we would love to be able to take that AI everywhere. I've mentioned already that you could take NVIDIA AI to any cloud, but you could also put it inside your company. But the thing that we want to do more than anything is put it on our PC as well. And so, as you know, Windows 95 revolutionized the computer industry. It made possible this new suite of multimedia services, and it changed the way that applications was created forever. Windows 95, this model of computing, of course, is not perfect for AI. And so the thing that we would like to do is we would like to have, in the future, your AI basically become your AI assistant. And instead of just the 3D APIs and the sound APIs and the video APIs, you would have generative APIs for 3D and generative APIs for language.
Araxis, it's hard to
generative
tell
AI
what
for
the
sound, and
performance
so on and so
is.
forth.
You know what I mean?
And we need a system that makes that possible while leveraging the massive investment that's in the cloud. There's no way that the world can create yet another way of programming AI models. It's just not going to happen. And so if we could figure out a way to make Windows PC
Can he stop talking and just talking about gaming?
PC, it would be completely awesome. And it turns out the answer is Windows. It's Windows WSL2. Windows WSL2. Windows WSL2 basically is two operating systems within one. It works perfectly. It's developed for developers, and it's developed so that you can have access to bare metal. WSL2 has been optimized for cloud-native applications. It is optimized for, and very importantly, it's been optimized for CUDA. And so WSL2 supports CUDA perfectly out of the box.
And Araxis, no matter which one you
result,
click on, it's the same for all of them.
everything that I showed you with NVIDIA NIMS, NVIDIA NeMo, the blueprints that we developed that are going to be up in ai.nvidia.com, so long as the computer fits it, so long as you can fit that model, and we're going to have many models that fit, whether it's vision models or language models or speech models or these animation digital human models, all kinds of different types of models are going to be perfect for your PC, and you download it and it should just run. And so our focus is to turn Windows WSL2, Windows PC, into a target first-class platform that we will support and maintain for as long as we shall live. And so this is an incredible thing for engineers and developers everywhere. Let me show you something that we can do with that. This
Yeah,
is one of the
Landsworth, don't
examples
worry,
of
we'll
the
have
blueprint
them.
We just made for you.
Generative AI synthesizes amazing images from simple text prompts. Yet image composition can be challenging to control using only words. With NVIDIA NIM microservices, creators can use simple 3D objects to guide AI image generation. Let's see how a concept artist can use this technology to develop the look of a scene. They start by laying out 3D assets, created by hand or generated with AI. Then use an image generation NIM, such as Flux, to create a visual that adheres to the 3D scene. Add or move objects to refine the composition. Change camera angles to frame the perfect shot.
Is Guillaume
Or
Lim,
reimagine
it's
the whole scene with a
$9.99.
new prompt. Assisted by generative AI and NVIDIA NIM, and artists can quickly realize their vision.
NVIDIA AI for your PCs. Hundreds of millions of PCs in the world with Windows, and so we could get them ready for AI. OEMs, all the PC OEMs we work with, just basically all of the world's leading PC OEMs, are going to get their PCs ready for this stack. And so AI PCs are coming to a home near you.
Yes, Adrian, I think that would be a very good combo.
Linux is good.
Did he just say Linux is good?
Okay, let's talk about
Cody
physical
Dub's
AI.
not yet. We don't know yet.
Speaking of Linux, let's talk about physical AI. So, physical AI. Imagine, whereas your large language model, you give it your context, your prompt on the left, and it generates tokens one at a time to produce the output. That's basically how it works. The amazing thing is, this model in the middle is quite large, has billions of parameters.
The model in the middle is quite large.
Length is
The model in the middle.
incredibly large.
I feel like there's a
because
song
you might
after
decide
that.
To load in
The
a
model
PDF.
in the middle.
In my case, I might load in several PDFs before I ask it a question. Those PDFs are turned into tokens. The basic attention characteristic of a transformer has every single token find its relationship and relevance against every other token. So you could have hundreds of thousands of tokens, and the computational load increases quadratically. And it does this, all of the parameters, all of the input sequence, process it through every single layer of the transformer, and it produces one token. That's the reason why we needed Blackwell. And then the next token is produced when the current token is done. It puts the current token into the input sequence and takes that whole thing and generates the next token. It does it one at a time. This is the transformer model. It's the reason why it is so incredibly effective, computationally demanding. What if, instead of PDFs, it's your surrounding? And what if, instead of the prompt, a question, it's a request? Go over there and pick up that, that box and bring it back. And instead of what is produced in tokens as text, it produces action tokens. Well, that I just described is a very sensible thing for the future of robotics.
There's
And
nothing.
The technology is right
The
around the
FBF
corner.
crowds
But
are
what
weird.
we need to do is we need to create the effectively the world model of, as
Do
opposed
it
to
near
GPT,
speak, just
which is a
waiting for
language
them to
model.
talk more about
This
it.
world model has to understand the language of the world. It has to understand physical dynamics, things like gravity and friction and inertia. It has to understand geometric and spatial relationships. It has to understand cause and effect. If you drop something, it falls to the ground. If you poke at it, it tips over. It has to understand object permanence. If you roll a ball over the kitchen counter, when it goes off the other side, the ball didn't leave into another quantum universe. That's still there. And so all of these types of understanding is intuitive understanding that we know that
Yeah, it looks
most
like
models
January for the
today
launch,
have a
guys.
very
Here you
hard
go.
time with. And so we would like to create we need a world foundation model. Today we're announcing a very big thing. We're announcing NVIDIA Cosmos, a world foundation model that is designed, that was created
It says
to
the
understand
5090 is 2
physical
times
world.
more performant
And
than
the
the
only way for you to
4090.
really understand this is to see it. Let's play it.
Card looks good, though.
The next frontier of AI is physical AI. Model performance is directly related to data availability, but physical world data is costly to capture, curate, and label. NVIDIA Cosmos is a world foundation model development platform to advance physical AI. It includes auto-regressive world foundation models, diffusion-based world foundation models, advanced tokenizers, and an NVIDIA CUDA, an AI-accelerated data pipeline. Cosmos models ingest text,
Okay, so the
image, or video
5090 and
prompts
5080
generate virtual
arrive
world
on January
states as
30th.
videos.
5070 Ti and 5070 will be available
Cosmos
starting in
generations prioritize
February.
the unique requirements of AV and robotics use cases, like real-world environments, lighting, and object permanence. Developers use NVIDIA Omniverse to build physics-based, geospatially accurate scenarios, then output Omniverse renders into Cosmos, which generates photoreal, physically based synthetic data.
And I think my team has found the jacket. The jacket here. Here's the details on the jacket, guys.
Whether diverse objects or environments, conditions like weather or time of day.
So January 30th for the 5070 and for the 1580 and 5090, and then February for 5070 and 5070 Ti.
Worlds for reinforcement learning AI feedback to improve policy models, or to test and validate model performance, even across multi-sensor views. Cosmos can generate
Araxis, yeah, more than likely. I would say
the power of foresight,
very, very sure.
And multiverse simulation.
We don't have prices yet.
AI models, generating every possible future to help the model select the right path. Working with the world's developer ecosystem, NVIDIA is helping advance the next wave of physical AI.
NVIDIA Cosmos. NVIDIA Cosmos. NVIDIA Cosmos, the world's
That's a $9,000 jacket, guys.
World foundation model. It is trained on 20 million hours of video. The 20 million hours of video focuses on physical dynamic things. So,
oh, we did get prices. Never mind. Yeah, we did. Sorry, we had the prices at the beginning.
Humans walking, hands moving, manipulating things, things that are fast camera movements. It's really about teaching the AI, not about generating creative content, but teaching the AI to understand the physical world. And from this, with this physical AI, there are many downstream things that we could do as a result. We could do synthetic data generation to train models. We could distill it and turn it into effectively the beginnings of a robotics model. You could have it generate multiple physically based, physically plausible scenarios of the future, basically do a Doctor Strange. You could, because this model
it's
understands the
$19.99
physical world, of course you saw a whole bunch of images generated.
for 5090.
This model understanding the physical world, it also could do, of course, captioning. And so it could take videos, caption it incredibly well, and that captioning and the video could be used
It just says February right now.
Large language models, multimodality large language models. And so you could use this technology to use this foundation model to train robots.
We don't know about wattage unless it's in the article.
This is the NVIDIA Cosmos. The platform has an autoregressive model for real-time applications, has diffusion model for very high quality image generation. It's incredible tokenizer, basically.
I don't know, Mahalo. I have no idea.
Real world, and a data pipeline so that if you would like to take all of this and then train it on your own data, this data pipeline, because there's so much data involved, we've accelerated everything end to end for you. And so this is the world's first data processing pipeline that's CUDA accelerated as well as AI accelerated.
Oh, I just realized he's still on stage and talking.
Is part of the Cosmos platform. And today we're announcing that Cosmos is open licensed.
Wow.
It's open available on
Guys, it's trying to make it through this.
We hope that this moment, and there's a small, medium, large for very fast models, mainstream models, and also teacher models, basically not knowledge transfer models. Cosmos World Foundation model being open, we really hope will do for the world of robotics and industrial AI what Llama 3 has done for enterprise AI. The magic happens
this is about typical.
when you connect Cosmos to Omniverse. And the reason fundamentally is this. Omniverse is a physics grounded, not physically grounded, but physics grounded.
In need of temperance, we have Netgear Orbi.
Physics simulation grounded system. It's a simulator. When you connect that to Cosmos, it provides
because they're selling AI cards by the boatload, guys.
The Osmos generation. As a result, what comes out of Osmos is grounded on truth.
Yeah, he's talking. I mean, that's where their money is really made.
Connecting a large language model to a RAG, to a retrieval augmented generation system. You want to ground.
Yeah,
the
luckily
AI
I have all these
generation
AI
on
bots to
ground
talk
truth.
to you guys.
And so the combination of the two gives you a physically simulated, a physically grounded multiverse generator. And the application, the use cases are really quite exciting. And of course, for robotics, for industrial applications, it is very, very clear. This Cosmos plus Omniverse plus Cosmos represents the third computer that's necessary for building robotic systems.
It's all good, Zero.
Every robotics company
We're going to make it.
have to build 3 computers. The robotic system could be a factory, the robotic system could be a car, it could be a robot. You need 3
ZFATs with the
fundamental
5080
computers.
being
One computer, of course, to
$1,000
train
bucks.
The AI.
The 5090
We call it
price
the
doesn't
DGX
bother me.
computer to train the AI. Another, of course,
5080 is a
when you're
great
done,
card,
to deploy the AI,
I'm guessing.
We call that AGX. That's inside the
But
car.
until I test it, I don't know.
AMR or at the in a stadium or whatever it is. These computers are at the edge and they're autonomous. But to connect the two, you need a digital twin, and this is all the simulations that you were seeing. The digital twin is where the AI that has been trained goes to practice, to be refined, to do its synthetic data generation, reinforcement learning, AI feedback, such and such. And so it's the digital twin of the AI. These 3 computers are going to be working interactively. NVIDIA's strategy for the industrial world, and we've been talking about this for some time, is this 3-computer system. Instead of a three-body problem, we have a 3-computer solution. And so it's the NVIDIA robotics.
There's like 6 people clapping right now because nobody else knows what's going on.
So let me give you 3 examples.
Oh, no.
All right, so the first example is how we apply all of this to industrial digitalization. There are millions of factories, hundreds of thousands of warehouses. That's basically it's the backbone of a $50 trillion manufacturing industry.
I think you're right.
All of that has to become software defined. All of it has to have automation.
We got
in
Jacob.
the future. And all of it will be infused with robotics. Well, we're partnering
we're
with
just watching
Keon,
this.
the world's
We're
leading warehouse
watching it.
automation solutions provider.
We like
Accenture, the world's
the
largest
article
professional
and all that
services
stuff.
provider,
Easy
and
and
they
easy
have a
to see
big
anything. I
focus
don't know.
in
We'll find out.
manufacturing.
Yeah,
And
but
we're
yeah,
working
no.
together
The
to
price for the
create
5070
something that's
was
really
like
special, and I'll show you that in a second. But
lots
our
of exciting
go-to
stuff.
market
Like
is
people like
essentially the
reaction to
same
that was really
as
good.
all of the other
Guys,
software,
5070.
platforms
The
and
other
all the
thing too is
technology
they like the
platforms that we have.
VRAM.
Through
We just want to know how it performs now. But there's
developers
and this
ecosystem
is hard
partners,
to understand
we have just
because this is a huge
growing
jump.
number
The
of
DLSS
ecosystem
4, are they going
partners
to talk about
connecting
DLSS,
to
or is that just
Omniverse.
all stuff we'll
And
learn
the
about
reason
later?
for that is very clear. Everybody
There we
wants
go.
to visualize
That's
the
all
future
we
of
got.
industries. There's so much waste.
Oh, yeah, that's right. What you were talking about with the
so much opportunity
pixels.
for automation in that $50 trillion.
There you go. That's you're hearing it here. We got
So let's take a
we
look
got
at
Jacob
that.
in the
There's
house.
One example
but
that we're doing with Keon
yeah.
and Accenture.
So we got Jacob in the house right here, guys. But
Keon,
we're
the supply
we're all
chain
watching
solution
this.
company. Accenture,
we're not
a
understanding
global
most of
leader
it.
in professional services, and NVIDIA are bringing physical AI to the $1 trillion warehouse
Yeah, I'm really
and
excited to see
distribution
more
center
about it.
market. Managing high-performance warehouse logistics involves navigating a complex web of decisions influenced by constantly shifting variables. These include daily and seasonal demand
the other thing
changes,
too that everybody went
space
crazy about
constraints,
was
workforce availability,
the
and the
fact
integration
that there's only
of
it's a
diverse
2-slot
robotic
card.
and automated systems.
So
And
that's
predicting operational
that's like what I have in
KPIs
this.
of a physical warehouse
5090.
is nearly impossible today.
I know, like that's
To
like
tackle these challenges,
it'll fit
Keon
in the
is
tiki,
adopting
guys. Like
Mega,
it's like there's
an
so much
NVIDIA
going on here,
Omniverse
right?
blueprint
So
for building
the
industrial
reaction
digital twins
has been great.
to
It's
test
just like all
and
now everybody's
optimize
just like
robotic
and
fleets.
release dates January
First,
30th.
Keon's
for the
warehouse
5080 and
management
5090.
solution
The price,
assigns
people's
tasks
reaction was
to the industrial
5080
AI
for
brains
$999 was
in the
such an
digital twin,
awesome price.
such as moving
a
a
lot of
load
people
from a
reacted
buffer
really positively
location
to the
to a
5090
shuttle
because the Titan
storage
was
solution.
2500. I think
The
way that
robot's
he went about
brains
it, and he was
are in a
like,
simulation
was
of
cool.
a
And then the
physical
laptops, I'm
warehouse,
actually very excited about the
digitalized into
laptops as well.
Omniverse using OpenUSD
Are you feeling like a
connectors
sense of
to
relief
aggregate
now that
CAD,
information is out there?
video and image to 3D, LiDAR to point cloud, and AI-generated data. The fleet of robots execute tasks by perceiving and reasoning about their Omniverse digital twin environment, planning their next motion and acting. The robot brains can see the resulting state through sensor simulations and decide their next action. The loop continues while Mega
there are
precisely
4K
tracks
240
the
hertz
state of
the things now. So
everything
you're talking
in the
about playing
digital twin.
cinematic games at
Now,
240
Keon
frames per
can
second,
simulate
which is crazy.
infinite scenarios
Guys,
at
there's
scale
a lot to be excited
while
about.
measuring
we just
operational
we want to
KPIs,
we know and
such
the other
as
thing too is we're
throughput,
talking about guys. It's like
efficiency, and
3 weeks
utilization,
away.
all
right?
before deploying
So,
changes to the
yeah,
physical warehouse.
Like I said, we'll
Together with
obviously
NVIDIA,
all the
Keon
independent
and
reviewers are going to go
Accenture
through this, all
are
this sort of stuff.
reinventing industrial autonomy.
And then we're going to get more information this week, right? Yeah. So
That's incredible. Everything is in simulation.
So you'll learn this.
In the future,
there's a lot
in the
more to this
future,
card and the cooling design
every
that,
factory
allows it
will
to
have
be
a digital twin.
it's
And
a
that digital
really
twin
innovative
operates
design.
exactly
The
like the
Founders
real
Edition is
factory.
really innovative.
And in fact,
So guys,
we
I
could
think what
use
he's saying is that
Omniverse with
just
Cosmos
stay
to
tuned.
generate a
Obviously,
whole
I
bunch
know
of
for
future
a fact like
scenarios,
Wednesday we're
and
getting
you
a big
pick-
deep dive on
then
stuff.
an
So
AI
we will
decides
absolutely
which one
share
of the
that
scenarios are
information
the
as
most
soon as we
optimal
can.
for
Obviously,
whatever
NVIDIA
KPIs,
has
and
a
that
lot
becomes the
more that they're
programming
also doing, and so
constraints, the
sometimes we
program,
can't
if you will,
just all be about
the
us. But
AIs
we
that
all
will
got a
be,
nice taste.
deployed into
Do you
the
know
real
if there's
factories.
anything else
The next
about
example,
it?
autonomous vehicles.
Well,
the AV
related to the
revolution
GeForce
has
cards,
arrived.
You'll learn a lot more this week.
After so
There
many
is a lot
years,
more to it,
with Waymo's
definitely.
success and
So, yeah,
Tesla's
we're
success,
excited
it is
to
very, very
share
clear
with you and share
autonomous
with us. So
vehicles
follow
has
Robeytech.
finally arrived.
Yes.
Well,
follow
our
Robeytech so you
offering
can
to
get
this
all the
industry
info.
is the
But is
three
there any more in the
computers,
keynote?
The training systems, the
well,
training
we'll have to wait and
AIs,
see.
Oh no!
simulation systems.
Dang it! I thought I'd get. I
synthetic
thought I'd
data
be
generation
saved, but
systems,
Jacob didn't
Omniverse,
save me.
and now
Okay, guys.
Cosmos,
Well, there. Hey,
and
thank you
also
so
the
much for
computer
stopping in and
that's
saying
inside
hi.
the car.
And guys, we got more
Each car
information
company
there.
might
We
work
will.
with us
Don't
in a
worry. We're going to be
different
doing more
way,
with
use one
Jacob.
or two or
We're
three of the
for
computers.
sure, but
We're working
we'll let
with
you get back
just
to it.
about
Thanks,
every
buddy.
major
Yeah.
car company around the world. Waymo
Yeah, it's right
and
there.
Zoox and
Okay.
Tesla, of course, in their data center. BYD, the largest EV company in the world. JLR.
Oh man. Okay, guys. So there might be more. He didn't say no.
Cars coming with NVIDIA, starting this year, going to production.
So release
And I'm
date,
super,
guys,
super
is
pleased
January
to
30th
announce that
for
today
the 5080 and the 5090.
Toyota and NVIDIA are
And
gonna
the
partner
5070
together
and
to create
5070
their
Ti
next
are in
generation AVs.
February. The prices, which we've marked there before, VRAM for the 5090 is 32, VRAM for the 5080 is 16,
so many cool
and
companies.
4070,
Lucid
5070 Ti
and
is 16,
Xiaomi
and then
and, of course,
it's GDDR7,
Volvo,
I think
so
is what
many
they
different
showed,
companies.
and then
Robey is,
it's
building,
12 gigs
self-driving trucks.
on
Aurora,
the
we
5070.
announced this week also that Aurora is
And
gonna
he
use
said that
NVIDIA
you will be
build
able to play
self-driving
Cyberpunk
trucks.
2077
Autonomous
with full path
100
tracing and ray
million cars
tracing
built each
with
year,
DLSS 4
100
at
billion
240
cars,
frames per
vehicles on the
second.
road all over the world, 1 trillion miles that are driven around the world each year. That's all going to be either highly autonomous or, fully autonomous coming up.
So
this is gonna be a
basically,
very
for
very
every,
large
in other words, frame gen
predict
is
that this will
generating
likely
3
be the
frames
first
for every one.
multi-trillion-dollar robotics industry. This industry.
That's
this
4K,
business for us,
4K
notice
240.
in just a few of these cars that are starting to ramp
Yeah,
into the
that's what
world,
he's saying.
Our business is already $4 billion.
4K,
this year,
240
probably on a
frames per
run rate
second.
of about $5 billion. So really significant business already. This is going to be very large. Well, today we're announcing.
I think
that our
what
next
he's trying to say is that
generation
with
processor for the car,
DLSS, your
our
need
next
for a
generation computer for
5090
the car
might
is
not
called
be that
Thor.
important.
I have one right
that
here.
a 5070, 5070 Ti, and 5080 might be more than good enough.
Okay, this is Thor. This is Thor. This is a robotics computer.
And we're getting our
This is a
deep dive on
robotics
Wednesday,
computer.
just so you
Takes
guys know.
sensors and just a madness amount of sensor information. Process it, umpteen cameras, high resolution, radars, lidars, they're all coming into this chip. And this chip has to process all that sensor.
Okay, so I'll go
turn
through
them
it one more
into
time.
tokens,
Here's
put them
the
into a
full thing.
transformer, and
So
predict
48,
the next
5080, 5090,
This
January 30th.
AV
They have
computer
5090
is
has
now in
32
full
gigs of
production.
RAM,
Thor
5080
is
has
20 times
16 gigs of RAM. The
processing
5070 and
capability of
5070
our
Ti
last generation Oryon,
are going
which
to
is
be
really
in
the
February.
standard
The
of autonomous
5070
vehicles
Ti
today.
has 16
So
gigs. The
this is just
5070
really
has
quite
12 gigs.
incredible.
It's
Thor is in full
GDDR7.
production.
The other
This
thing too is that
robotics processor, by
the
way,
thing that he is
also
saying
goes
is that
into a
with
full robot.
DLSS4,
So it could
you will
be
be
an
able to play
AMR, it could be
4K.
a
4K,
robot,
full
it
path
could be
tracing,
the
full
brain,
ray
it could be
tracing
the
at 240
manipulator.
frames per second.
This
Now,
this
he wasn't
processor
specific
basically
about
a
which one
universal
that is,
robotics
but based on
computer.
what we're saying, I think that's on the
The second
5070.
part of
So
our
4K
drive
with, so
system
whenever
that I'm
one
incredibly
frame
proud of
is generating
is the
3
dedication
AI
to safety.
frames. So
Drive OS I'm pleased to announce, is now the first
Revan, I think they will be
software-defined
just because of how low the
programmable
price
AI
is.
computer that has been certified up to ASIL D which is the
that,
highest
William, I think that's all
standard
stuff we'll learn
of functional safety
in Wednesday.
for
So I'll definitely get the answers to
only
that.
and the
And we'll
highest.
absolutely,
And so I'm
absolutely
really proud of this. ASIL D,
have that in our
ISO
video as soon as we can.
26262. It is the work of some 15,000 engineering years. This is just extraordinary work. And as a result of that, CUDA is now a functional, safe computer. And so if you're building a robot, NVIDIA CUDA, yep. Okay, so now I told you I was going to show you what would we use Omniverse and Cosmos to do in the context of self-driving cars. And today, instead of showing you a whole bunch of videos of cars driving on the road, I'll show you some of that too. But I want to show you how we use the car to reconstruct digital twins automatically.
So that was really cool
AI
of Jacob to come and sit there and tell us and talk to us. That was
capability
actually really rad.
to train future AI models. Okay, let's play it.
The autonomous vehicle revolution is here. Building autonomous vehicles, like all robots, requires 3 computers: NVIDIA DGX to train AI models, Omniverse to test drive and generate synthetic data, and Drive AGX, a supercomputer in the car. Building safe autonomous vehicles means addressing edge scenarios, but real-world data is limited, so synthetic data is essential for training. The Autonomous Vehicle Data Factory, powered
Oh my
by
gosh,
NVIDIA
guys.
Omniverse,
I
AI
need this
models,
stuff to stop and get
Cosmos,
to the stuff we care about.
generates
I understand
synthetic
this
driving
is
scenarios
important
that
to
enhance
a lot of
training
people,
data
but
by orders of magnitude.
not to me.
First, OmniMap fuses map and geospatial data to construct drivable 3D environments.
James, I
Driving
think the
scenario
DLSS 4
can
stuff
be
might
generated
be
from replay drive
really,
logs
really big.
or AI traffic generators. Next, a neural reconstruction engine uses autonomous vehicle sensor
Yeah, this is
logs
where all of
to
NVIDIA
create
makes all its money.
high-fidelity 4D simulation environments. It replays previous drives in 3D and generates scenario variations to amplify training data. Finally, Edify 3DS automatically searches through existing asset libraries or generates new assets to create sim-ready scenes. The Omniverse scenarios are used to condition Cosmos to generate massive amounts of photorealistic
I don't know,
data,
Figment. I don't
reducing
actually.
the sim to real gap.
Bitcoin for these isn't going to be that
And
great.
with text prompts,
and
generate
honestly,
near infinite
because of the,
variations of the
they
driving
changed
scenario.
the way that you. It's proof
With Cosmos
of,
Nemotron
it's proof
video
of,
search,
not
the
proof of token or
massively
whatever it was,
scaled
but
synthetic
you
data
won't
set,
have
combined with
Bitcoin farmers
recorded
going for
drives,
these. I think
can
it's
be
just going to be
curated
people who
to
want to make
train
money off
models.
the cards.
NVIDIA's AI data factory scales hundreds of
Yeah, proof
drives
of work, thank
into
you.
billions of effective miles. Setting
And
the
he
standard
said
for
that he
safe
basically
and
said that a
advanced
5090
autonomous
is a 2-slot card.
Isn't that incredible? We take thousands of drives and turn them into billions of miles. We are going to have mountains of training data for autonomous vehicles. Of course, we still need actual cars on the road. Of course, we will continuously collect data for as long as we shall live. However, synthetic data generation using this multiverse, physically based, physically grounded capability.
It does look sleek. I agree.
Data for training AIs that are physically grounded and accurate or plausible so that we could have an enormous amount of data to train with. The AV industry is here. This is an incredibly exciting time. Super excited about the next several years. I think you're going to see.
Well, that's the stuff that Jacob was kind of alluding to. Oh, look,
revolutionized
Tesla's
such
logo in there.
incredible
That was
pace.
the stuff that
You're
Jacob
gonna
was
see the
alluding to, is
pace
that
of
the
AV
cooling on
development
these cards is going to be
increasing
really,
tremendously
really
over the next
crazy.
several
So I'm excited to see it. And the PCB is really small.
I think the next part is robotics. So
There's a lot of robots, guys.
Robots. My friends.
Robits.
The ChatGPT moment for general robotics is just around the corner. And in fact, all of the enabling technologies that I've been talking about is going to make it possible for us in the next several years to see
watch him attack
very
the
rapid
audience.
breakthroughs, surprising breakthroughs in general robotics.
Like an Iron
Now,
Man.
the reason why general robotics is so important is whereas robots with tracks and wheels require special environments to accommodate them, there are three robots in the world that we can make that require no green fields. Brownfield adaptation is perfect. If we could possibly build these amazing robots, we could deploy them in exactly the world that we've built for ourselves.
Robits.
These three robots are, one, agentic robots, agentic AI, because they're information workers. So long as they could accommodate the computers that we have in our offices, it's going to be great.
Robits.
Number two, self-driving cars. And the reason for that is we spent 100+ years building roads and cities.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
the
number
I
three,
think it's
human or robots.
I think the
if we have the technology to solve these three,
the
this
embargo
will be
is
the largest
lifting. I think it
technology
lifted at
industry
8
the world's ever
for
seen.
some of that stuff, and then 8:30
And
is
so
when some of the other
we
things can
think
start going
that
live.
robotics era is just around the corner. The critical capability is how to train these robots.
People are leaving. Look, they're
in the
like,
case of human or robots,
oh, never mind. They're just taking
the
pictures.
imitation information is rather hard to collect. And the reason for that is, in the case of car, you just drive it.
I
We're
think
driving
it's
cars
going
all the
to.
time. In the
The
case
thing
of
is
these
they said
human or
Blackwell's
robots,
been in full
the
production for a
imitation
while,
information,
so
the
I
human
don't know if it's.
demonstration
I don't
is
think
rather
it's going to be a
laborious to
paper
do.
launch, guys.
And so we need
I mean,
to come up with a
I'll be
clever
honest.
way to take
The pricing
hundreds
seems
of
pretty
demonstrations,
consumer
thousands
focused,
of human
and if
demonstrations,
Blackwell's been in production
and
for as long as
somehow
it is, maybe it
use
won't be as
artificial
bad as we
intelligence
think.
and Omniverse
So
to
I actually
synthetically
believe that it might be hard for
millions
2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month. This is me being
synthetically
optimistic, but then it should settle pretty quickly.
And
So
from
by the
those
holiday
motions,
season,
the
they
AI
should be pretty
can
easy to
learn,
get a hold of.
how
But
to
we'll see.
perform a task. Let me show you how that's done.
Developers around the world are building the next wave of physical, AI-embodied robots. Humanoids.
Robot.
Developing general-purpose robot
Two people
models
have bought the Apple
requires
Vision Pro.
massive amounts of
There's proof.
real-world data, which is costly to capture and curate. NVIDIA Isaac GR00T helps tackle these challenges, providing humanoid robot developers with 4 things: robot foundation models,
I can't believe
data
that small
pipelines,
card is 1,000 watts.
simulation frameworks, and a Thor robotics computer.
If you DM it to Blondie, she can link
Isaac
it.
GR00T blueprint for synthetic
I think we've been
motion
linking it pretty
generation is a
frequently,
simulation
actually.
workflow for imitation learning, enabling developers to generate exponentially large data sets from a small number of human demonstrations. First, GR00T Teleop enables skilled human workers to portal into a digital twin of their robot using the Apple Vision
A
Pro.
lot of stuff is here, guys.
This means operators can capture data even without a physical robot, and they can operate the robot in a risk-free environment, eliminating the chance of physical damage or wear and tear. To teach a robot a single task, operators capture motion trajectories
They should launch
through a
around the same
handful of
time.
teleoperated demonstrations. Then use GR00T Mimic to multiply these trajectories into a much larger dataset. Next, they use GR00T Gen, built on Omniverse and Cosmos for domain randomization.
Yeah, the 1590
and
is
3D
575
to real
watts.
upscaling, generating an exponentially larger dataset. The Omniverse and Cosmos Multiverse Simulation Engine provides a massively scaled dataset to train the robot policy. Once the policy is trained, developers can perform software-in-the-loop testing and validation in Isaac Sim before deploying to the real robot. The age of general robotics is arriving, powered by NVIDIA Isaac GR00T.
I got, what? Bro got a couple dozen viewers and doesn't want to let people know.
We're going
What?
to have mountains of data
I have
to train
1,100.
robots with.
I have 1,100 people watching, dude.
NVIDIA Isaac Group. NVIDIA Isaac Group. This is our platform to provide technology technology elements.
I mean, they're
to
trying
the
to say
robotics
that
industry
they're
to accelerate the development.
I don't know
of
about the
general
VRAM
robotics.
thing.
And well, I have one more thing that I want to show you. None of this would be possible if not for this incredible project that we started.
Yeah, Bender,
about
I'm
a
on
decade
multiple
ago.
platforms.
Inside the company was called Project Digits, Deep Learning GPU Intelligence Training System. Digits. Well, before we launched it, I shrunk it to DGX, and to harmonize it with RTX, AGX, OVX, and all of the other X's that we have in the company. And it really revolutionized, DGX1 really revolutionized, where's DGX1? DGX1 revolutionized artificial intelligence. The reason why we built it was because we wanted to make it possible for researchers and startups to have an out-of-the-box AI supercomputer. Imagine the way supercomputers were built in the past. You really have to build your own facility, and you have to go build your own infrastructure and really engineer it into existence. And so we created a supercomputer for AI development for researchers and startups that comes literally one out of the box. I delivered the first one to a startup company in 2016 called OpenAI, and Elon was there, and Ilya Sutskever was there, and many of the NVIDIA engineers were there, and we celebrated the arrival of DGX1, and obviously it revolutionized artificial intelligence and computing. But now artificial intelligence is everywhere. It's not just in researchers and startup labs. You know,
I think the
artificial intelligence
5070 is probably going to be the best value.
This is now the new way of doing computing. This is the new way of doing software. Every software engineer, every creative artist, everybody who uses computers today as a tool will need an AI supercomputer. And so I just
they
wish,
stopped making 40
wish
series
that
cards. They're mostly
DGX1
sold out,
was
unless you get
smaller.
used.
And you know, so you know, imagine, ladies and gentlemen, our
Oh, wow. Look at that little magic.
this is NVIDIA's latest AI supercomputer.
He did a little magic, guys.
And it's finally called Project Digits right now. And if you have a good name for it, reach out to us. Here's the
They
amazing
stopped
thing.
making
This
them a
is
while
an AI
ago.
supercomputer. It runs
And
the entire
the ones that are on
NVIDIA
sale on
AI stack.
Newegg are sold by third parties.
All of NVIDIA software runs on this. DGX Cloud runs on this. This sits, well, somewhere.
And it's
wireless
$30,000.
or, you know, connected to your computer. It's even a workstation if you like it to be. And you could access it. You could reach it like a,
No, Scully,
like a
that won't be
cloud
true.
Supercomputer.
You don't require
and
it,
NVIDIA's
no.
AI works on it.
Because laptops.
And it's based on a super secret chip that we've been working on called GB110, the smallest Grace Blackwell that we make. And I have, well, you know what? Let's show everybody inside. It's just so cute. And this is the chip that's inside. It is in production. This top secret chip we did in collaboration. The CPU, the Gray CPU, is built for NVIDIA in collaboration with MediaTek. They're the world's leading SoC company, and they worked with us to build this CPU SoC, and connect it with chip-to-chip NVLink to
Legend,
the
I
Blackwell
don't know.
GPU.
We'll have to see when we test it.
This little thing here is in full production. We're expecting this computer to be available around May timeframe, and so it's coming at you. It's just incredible what we could do.
It's coming at you,
And
guys. They have
think
Cody,
it's
but there's a there's a link to a website. There's a link to the
trying to figure
NVIDIA
out,
press
do I
thing.
need
You
more
can see them
hands
all.
or more pockets. All right, so imagine this is what it looks like. You know, who doesn't want one of those? And if you use PC, Mac, you know, anything, because you know it's a cloud platform. It's a cloud computing platform that sits on your desk. You could also use it as a Linux workstation if you like. If you would like to have double digits, this is what it looks like. And you connect it together with ConnectX, and it has nickel, GPU Direct, all of that out of the box. It's like a supercomputer. Our entire supercomputing stack is available. And so, NVIDIA Project Digits.
Guys, I don't think there's going to be any other GPU news. I just feel it, but maybe I'm wrong.
Okay. Well, let me tell you what I told you. I told you that we are in production with 3 new Blackwells. Not only is the Grace Blackwell supercomputers, NVLink 72s, in production all over the world, we now have 3 new Blackwell systems in production. One amazing AI foundational world foundation model, the world's first physical AI foundation model. It's open, available to activate the world's industries of robotics and such, and 3 robotics. 3 robots working on
Robits,
agentic AI, humanoid robots, and self-driving cars. It's been an incredible year. I want to thank all of you for your partnership.
Yep.
Thank all of you for coming.
That's it. We tried,
made you
guys.
A short video to reflect on last year and look forward to the next year.
That was it, guys. Okay, I think that's the whole stream right there. So just to recap really quick, it feels like what we do know. So I'll bring it up on the website. Do you guys want to watch the rest of this, or should I? I'll let it finish. I'll let it finish because it's like the little video. Oh, that's the Ace demo. It's already up like $40, right? Because they didn't understand what he was talking about. I don't know. We got to finish it. We've made it this far. Oh, he's not done. Maybe he's done. Man, look at all those Apple Vision Pros. No, you can go to NVIDIA Earth too.
Have a great CES, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you.
Okay, so let's just go through this real quick. So here's the information off of NVIDIA's website. So we'll just show this and end with this. So they basically came up here and went from there. They talk about the innovations. This is the thing. It says the GeForce RTX 5090 is 2 times faster than the RTX 4090. Now, we don't know if, there's a video here that's showing with DLSS 4, and this is literally so this is it raw? I don't know. Like, there's just a lot that we don't know in terms of that. It's got 32 gigabytes of GDDR7, so there's the bandwidth, and 21,760 CUDA cores. The card itself is, you look at it, the card itself, it's 2-slot, right? Very, very cool there. Now, this is the part that's weird. Like, there's no frames here. It just literally shows with ray tracing and everything. So it's just saying that it just is double. And that's all it shows. Like, we don't know what these performance numbers, it's like literally not a whole lot. It says 4K max settings, DLSS, SR, and perf, 40 and 50 frame gen. It says frame gen's on. So, and the CPU is a 9800X 3D. So, it just shows it's 2 times faster. Here's some more pictures of the card, right? So it's pretty. It looks like this is like a little bit of like bronzish metal in there. Little bit of a darker color, which is kind of cool. So that's what we see there. 5080 is twice as fast as the 4080. And again, same graphs. Now we have some partner cards here. So it looks like you've got MSI. I don't know what that, wow, some of these are crazy looking. So yeah, you got some new partner cards here. These things look thick. But all of these, oh wait, look here. This is a 2-slot 5080, 2-slot 5080. So there's both 2-slot and 3 slots, which is cool. And then 5070 Ti, showing that one too, and performance. And then it talks about laptops. So, and then they're talking about DLSS 4 introduced multi-frame generation. So it's not just frame gen, it's multi-frame. And then you can see here, look at the latency is still throwing 34, 35, and then it's up to double. So like 243 frames per second. Let's see what this says.
AI is changing everything about how we work and play, and computer graphics is no exception. We've been reinventing computer graphics with artificial intelligence since the launch of RTX in 2018. DLSS is always learning. To improve the AI powering DLSS, we analyze image quality and fine-tune our training datasets and algorithms. Then we retrain the model to make it smarter, faster, and easier to integrate. DLSS is the best way to play. Today, we are introducing the biggest advancements to DLSS since 2020, including new multi-frame generation for RTX 50 series GPUs.
Okay, so
enhanced frame generation for RTX 40 and 50 series users.
Okay, so
faster performance and lower
multi-frame
memory
is just
usage.
50 series.
And a new model powering ray reconstruction, super resolution, and deep learning anti-aliasing that enhances image quality and stability for all GeForce RTX users.
So this is DLSS.
Alongside the RTX 40 series in 2022, we launched frame generation, where an AI network used an optical flow field along with motion vectors from game geometry to generate a single frame between every pair of traditionally rendered frames. The Blackwell architecture is built for neural rendering, and that unlocks new AI capabilities for DLSS. We can now generate multiple frames per traditionally rendered frame. To make this possible, our research team developed a new AI model that generates the optical flow field more efficiently and more accurately in order to generate multiple frames.
To see how this works.
Multi-frame generation requires consistent and precise frame pacing. DLSS 3 frame pacing had variability because of how different game engines divided workloads between the CPU and GPU. With the Blackwell architecture, the display engine was improved to leverage flip metering and generating multiple frames, ensuring that the GPU delivers consistent and optimal frame pacing. Additionally, 5th-generation tensor cores on RTX 50 series GPUs have the computational horsepower necessary to quickly execute this series of AI models. These software and hardware innovations enable DLSS 4 on RTX 50 series GPUs to generate up to 3 additional frames between traditionally rendered frames. This brings revolutionary performance versus traditional native rendering. Most frame generation games available today can easily be updated to enable multi-frame generation with the NVIDIA app. In the NVIDIA app driver settings menu, open the DLSS override and select your desired output mode in the frame generation drop-down menu. When RTX 50 series graphics cards hit store shelves, multi-frame generation will be supported in more than 75 games and apps.
Wow, look at that. Look at all those games.
In addition to multi-frame generation, our team has also been hard at work developing foundational improvements for our existing DLSS technologies.
So now they've
Today,
enhanced
we're
this.
introducing an enhanced single-frame generation model for RTX 40 and 50 series GPUs, which, like the multi-frame generation technique for Blackwell, uses two AI models, one for optical flow and another for frame generation. The result is increased performance and lower VRAM usage, as you can see.
So look at the VRAM usage. So it looks like the VRAM went down too. I mean, we'll see if that
Dlss4
is.
also introduces a more powerful transformer-based model for super-resolution ray reconstruction and DLAA, using 4x more tensor core processing power to reconstruct images at even better image quality for all RTX owners. Previously, all these technologies used a convolutional neural network model, also known as CNN. CNNs were the dominant architecture for image-related applications during the early years of deep learning development. A CNN processes pixel information through local operations, spatially around a small number of neighboring pixels, and temporally across multiple frames. Now we're introducing a new transformer-based architecture for the first time. The transformer architecture is driving the scaling laws of artificial intelligence, and it's what powers the recent advancement in AI applications. Compared to the CNN models, transformers use self-attention and can much more easily identify the longer range patterns across a much larger pixel window. Transformers scale much more effectively
I'm assuming
than
so,
CNN.
ASG, yeah.
So our transformer models ingest over 2 times more parameters and requires 4 times more compute during inference. In fact, DLSS4 on RTX GPUs is the first time transformer models generates sequential images at a high real-time frame rate. Blackwell's tensor cores provides additional hardware acceleration that boosts the inference speed of these transformer models even further. When using DLSS super resolution, the end product of the transformer model is more temporally stable with more image detail in motion. In intensive ray trace content, the transformer model for ray reconstruction gets an even bigger uplift in general quality, especially for scenes with challenging lighting. All the common artifacts from typical denoisers are significantly reduced. With the NVIDIA app, GeForce RTX users can optionally update their DLSS games with the transformer model of ray reconstruction, super resolution, or DLAA. In addition to games,
so there's a lot of AI in this,
multiple creative apps, including Unreal Engine 5, D5 Render, and Chaos Vantage. DLSS significantly enhances the real-time viewport experience, multiplying the frame rate in D5 Render, enabling designers to better iterate and collaborate on their work. Neo rendering is creating increasingly more on-screen content, and these generated pixels are higher quality than what's output by traditional native rendering. With super resolution or ray reconstruction alone, 3 out of every 4 pixels are generated with AI. When adding frame generation, 7 out of 8 pixels are generated by AI.
So they showed latency was actually really low.
Finally,
in fact, it was lower. It was less than 30,
multi-frame generation,
it was just over 30 milliseconds for latency.
Are generated by AI.
And that was with DLSS4 and multi-frame
With the RTX 50 series and DLSS4, we've introduced a new generation of neural graphics. So games are more beautiful, run faster, and are more responsive.
35, 34 frames.
The AI-powered future is here, and DLSS4 is the best way to play.
So yeah, so it's, in other words, guys, it was showing that actually the other stuff was showing game. So, and there's also Reflex 2 and other things. So there's a lot to actually kind of watch here, to go through there, and we've linked this before, and then prices we've talked about, we've shown that before as well. So we'll just have to see. Here's the short of it, guys. The short of it is we need to go see what it is. We need to get it in our hands. We'll definitely have a review ready. But given the price and everything like that, it feels like NVIDIA is really confident. And now I'm even more interested to see what AMD is going to do, because that price at $549 is pretty ridiculous. So yeah. So anyway, so that is it for me. I think I've covered everything that I possibly can, but I need to pack up here at the NVIDIA GeForce LAN. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for chilling with me and for hanging out And, you know, big surprises, obviously a lot more to learn. We're going to learn a lot more on Wednesday, so make sure that you follow us over at Robeytech, youtube.com/Robeytech. We'll basically do a deep dive from all the stuff that we essentially learned. But thank you so much. Have an absolutely amazing night, and we will see you guys very, very soon for more live streams and for more awesome CES coverage. We'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Bye.